benefits the key. No more starving, getting rid of inflammation. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With BFL, teaching you food choices to see you through. BFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right. With diet-free life, it helps futures lose pride.
Woo woo woo. What's up, everybody? This is Diet-Free Life with yours truly. Let me make some changes. That is not what I wanted. So let's remove that right now because we have a very, 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 very important show today. And let me just say, well, before I dive in, hi, everybody. My name is Robert Ferguson, and welcome to Diet-Free Life with Robert Ferguson. Now, each and every day, all day, every year, for 30 years, I have been dedicated and focused on helping people improve health. As a nutritionist and someone who is in the business for the reasons to make a difference, that's never changed. And I'm a truth teller, so I'm going to call you out on what I need to call you out on. Now, if you're new, I want to encourage you on YouTube to subscribe and like. If you're catching me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or on some social platform other than YouTube, I want to invite you over to YouTube and like and subscribe, because you don't have to be on Facebook to catch us on YouTube. Now, all of that being said, there's three things that I believe can take place if I can keep your attention for a short period of time. One, I'm going to share with you why I believe Serena Williams, someone who I admire, I could say I'm a fan, has sold out and is pushing a lie. And if you don't believe me or you disagree, that's fine. But I believe in the next 15, 20 minutes, I may get you to think a little differently. So I'm not a fan of GLP-1 drugs. I think it is like one of the worst things ever. However, I do believe some people would benefit from a GLP-1 drug. There are some people, 100%, that would benefit from a GLP-1 drug. And those people will fall under the category of those who are mentally challenged, disabled. So imagine someone who is mentally, they can't take care of themselves, but they have this biological desire to eat. And one of the main reasons why people lose weight on GLP-1 drugs is because you're not eating. The drug doesn't cause you to lose weight. It doesn't burn fat. That's not how it works. It removes your desires and innate wants to eat. And so when you don't eat, you lose weight and you become malnourished, and a whole bunch of other problems are going to happen. And if you fast forward in the drug, for those of you who just are stubborn and want to follow someone like a Serena or Oprah or all these people, these celebrities, the Rosie O'Donnells of the world, who with all their money and all their resources felt like they could never, ever win at weight loss. Well, they never did Diet-Free Life. And I have thousands of people who learned how to eat and not only have lost the weight, but kept it off. Some of them gained the weight back and then got tighten it up, become mindful, and then they lost the weight. Whether it's 5 pounds or well over 200, 300 pounds. That's the success that I've experienced in 30 years. Not 5 people, but thousands of people, everybody. Okay. So when you know that you can learn how to eat, and you see people get on drugs, it drives you crazy on the inside because you know that things could have been different if they had been informed. Now, Serena lied. Now, before I dive into helping you see things a little differently, I want to show you something. See, in an article that I wrote that I'll share with you on our website at dietfreelife.com, I highlight the fact that mental health is real. And just because you're famous and you have money doesn't mean you have good mental health. I would know because I've worked with many celebrities, very famous celebrities over the last 30 years, a whole bunch of them. And I can tell you right now, I have no desire in working with any celebrities at this moment in my life and my career. I don't want to be around it. I don't. The money's good, the eating and travel's fun, but I've done it. And I don't need that in my life. So like I said, mental health is real. A lot of these celebrities, people want to get in line and do what they're doing. Now, when I look at Serena, not just the fact that she lost a ton of skeletal muscle, she's like the epitome of the worst thing that can happen to your metabolism. And it's going to back. Now, I don't wish it on anybody, but in the next 5 years, we get to see it. But unfortunately, a lot's going to change in the next 5 years. And I'll be the guy on YouTube saying, remember those people? Let's look at them now. And God forbid they don't experience some of the really bad, horrible things that can happen to people. Now, when I look at Serena, not only does she want to change her weight, like I'm okay with the blonde hair. She's had blonde hair for years. But what's up with the skin tone? And I'm not judging her. Hey, God bless, do what works for you. But it seems like somebody's wanting to be someone they're not. You can call it however you want. It is what it is. Like I said, mental health is real. And you can show a person scientifically all of the negatives that will happen when it comes to your health and you get on a GLP-1. There are some stubborn folks out there. And unfortunately, many of them are having to deal with it. I have had celebrities call me crying, you guys. Crying on the phone because of the pain and discomfort they are in because of a GLP-1 drug. And I was coaching them at the time. Think of me, I'm going, wait a minute. I'm coaching you, but you're on a GL. I know everybody's doing it. Oh, Robert, help me out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this pain. I got a photo shoot tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Calm down. And we made it. Lord, help these people. God. Anyway, I got a phone call. I got to talk to a lady. And I'm going to show you a clip. She's going to tell you her story. I'm going to watch it with you. Okay. She was 200 and something pounds, and you'll hear her say this. And she said, you know what? I'm going to do the GLP-1 drug. She had people in her family that were diabetic. So she's like, let's get ahead of it. And her doctor cheered her on. They started with Wegovy, transitioned to Ozempic, very popular story. We hear that all the time. Then one day the husband comes home and he finds his wife passed out. Her life is never, ever going to be the same. And it all happened because she decided, I finally want to lose this weight. It started off okay. Let's hear her tell the story.
Rampant in my family. And I knew that all plays with weight.
Juanita Gantz struggled with her weight. At age 62, she weighed 242 pounds. Yet the most she could lose trying various diets, she says, was about 20 pounds.
I almost felt defeated and humiliated. I mean, why couldn't I lose this weight?
Then she saw ads for drugs, including Ozempic. Her doctor agreed that because of her diabetes risk, she was a good candidate for one of those drugs and prescribed her Wegovy and later Ozempic, both GLP-1 drugs made by Novo Nordisk.
How were you feeling?
I was feeling fine. I enjoyed the days that I didn't have to worry about my appetite. I didn't, have cravings. I just felt like I was doing something positive for myself.
But several months later, in October 2023, Gant's husband found her on the floor unconscious. This photo was taken by her daughter, a nurse at the hospital where Gant was taken.
I had no idea what had happened to me.
Doctors found parts of her large intestine had died. It had to be removed. Then, while recovering from...
Okay, let me pause for a second. Look at her in the hospital. Imagine you taking a GLP-1 drug because you're like, I got to lose this weight. I know a lot of people doing it. And then you wake up in the hospital. I mean, I get it. Some of us just don't know what to do. You're losing hope. And if you get enough people doing something, this is called the Stockholm Syndrome. There's multiple studies on this. If enough people are doing it, you create a movement, like an interest, and it pulls you in, even against your own judgment, which when we get back to Serena, it ain't about judgment. It's about getting paid, right? Because Serena forgot to tell everybody. Well, now she's telling people that her husband and her have a vested interest in the success of GLP-1 drugs. So why not use my celebrity and let everybody know? I feel great. Look at me. Let's influence everybody to get on this drug. With that much money, you would think she would be wise enough, informed. Unbelievable. Okay, let's finish this and then we'll get back to Serena.
Surgery, she went into cardiac arrest, prompting the hospital to call her daughter to warn her her mother could die.
It breaks my heart that my daughter got that phone call. It's horrible. Underneath here is...
Gant wanted to show us how she lives now. With her colon gone, she has a bag called an ileostomy bag attached to her abdomen at all times to collect waste.
Look at that. For the rest of her life, she will never poop out of her bum ever again. I know that came out. I mean, hey, I'm not laughing at her, obviously. I talked to her. But she will never, ever sit on a toilet like that again. For number 2. I mean, think about that. That bag will be there all the time. All right, let's finish the story.
I had no warning that this was even a possibility.
She's now suing drug maker Novo Nordisk, claiming its drug labels do not adequately warn patients and doctors about potentially serious side effects, including gastroparesis or stomach paralysis and bowel obstruction. Gant's attorney, Parvin Amino-Roya.
It's put a lot of resources into marketing the drug, hundreds of millions of dollars to expand the market, get new patients for the drug, but it hasn't spent that money on warning patients of the risk of gastroparesis, ileus, small bowel obstruction, and the fact that these injuries can be severe, even if it's in a rare case.
Novo Nordisk declined to do an on-camera interview, but in a statement said the known risks and benefits of the medicines are described in their FDA-approved product labeling. The company wrote that the allegations in these lawsuits are without merit, and the company intends to vigorously defend against these claims.
I mean, what else are they going to say, you guys? But they didn't have anybody go on and talk about it. But people will still, they will still get the surgery or take the drug. No matter what. It's like in their own mental health is real. I was talking to someone earlier today and I was sharing that you could show proof that landing on the moon didn't happen. The government could actually come out and say, you know what? We get why they lied. We never went to the moon. And there will still be people go, well, I don't know why they're saying that. but I know they went to the moon. People are interesting, man. Mental health is real. And a lot of these people, I'm telling you, they don't have enough omega-3s in the brain. The memory is starting to go. They're repeating themselves constantly. Man, there is some craziness taking place right now. I mean, dementia, Alzheimer's on an all-time high. Oh, it's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing to me, right? Because look, here's one of my clients I highlight all the time. This is Linda. Now, Linda could have easily done Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound. But you know what we did? She hired me to be her coach. I coached her on nutrition. We had weekly coach calls. Every week wasn't successful as far as the scale moving. But she went from 249 to 125. And she got off all her drugs. And she's saving $2,500 a year because she don't have to buy those meds. Debbie went from 253 pounds to 140 pounds. She got off all her meds. Brett went from, I think, 337 to 199. Got off all his meds. Kathy went from 449 to 175. I mean, hello. And learn how to eat. Linda has not gained her weight back. Debbie has not gained her weight back. When you know better, you want people to do better. You really do. But the reality is, this is the reality. So let me show you something. I'm going to share my screen. And you can go to my website at dietfreelife.com. And if you click on my blog, you will see that I have this article. Okay, so let me share my screen, everybody. Okay, here we go. All right, I think you can see my screen. Okay, so this is my screen. Now, when you come to the screen, I wrote an article. Serena Williams GLP-1 endorsement, a dangerous example of celebrity irresponsibility. And when you scroll down, and it's a very short read, you literally can read this in about 3-4 minutes, maybe. I talk about in this area where it's like a compromise message. I talk about how she's connected to this company. Her husband's one of the owners, and they're making money. But this is the part that I want to share with you guys, where I'm stopping right here. And you can't really see it. Let me blow it up just a little bit. Okay. I'll start. You know what? Let me be the one. Okay. Nah, you still can't see it. Anyway, maybe you can. Maybe you're watching this on your TV and you can see it. But let me just read this out to you because I can do that. You know what I mean? I can read it. Okay. So here are the side effects. The typical side effects: nausea, vomiting, pancreatitis, gallbladder issues, intestinal blockages, and the list goes on and on and on, and even the potential risks of various cancers. Then you have skeletal loss. When you look at Serena, she lost a lot of skeletal muscle. It is very clear. Okay. Now, when you lose skeletal muscle, you age faster. I don't have any photos to show you, but Serena aged big time in her neck. You know, they say black don't crack. This woman's still in her 40s, and it ain't looking good because you start to age in a big way when you're malnourished and you lose weight the wrong way and you're not thinking about your skeletal muscle. Now, one of the things that's alarming to me is that when you drop 8% of your body weight coming from skeletal muscle, you increase the risk of heart attack by 300%. I'm going to say it one more time. When 8% of the weight you lose is coming from skeletal muscle, you increase the risk of heart attack by 300%. So yeah, let's say you lost the weight, boom, heart attack. Or like with Nina, you find yourself on the floor and now you got this bag connected to your abdomen for the rest of your life. Then you have mental health concerns that I've been bringing up. Well, guess what? Several studies have shown a concerning link between GLP-1 drugs and mental health outcomes. We're talking anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts. And this is not new. Going back to the 40s, we knew that with the Minnesota starvation experiment. It's well documented. But again, the average doctor don't know this. I know because I talk to them all the time. They don't know. They just getting paid. I know 2 physicians that went from, comfortable life to now they're millionaires because of prescribing GLP-1 drugs. Now, here's the part that gets really interesting. Okay, check this out. We know that 30% of people will stop taking the drug in the first year. We know that 70% of the people will stop taking it at the 2-year mark. And the majority of the people that are still taking it, they get the prescription, but they're not taking it. They're on and off. And we know that once you stop taking the drug, you're gaining that weight back. Did you hear me? You're gaining that weight back. You're going to see a major increase with depression. It's already there. It's in the medical journals. You're going to okay. Think about this. Remove all desire and interest in eating. Imagine that. Remove all desire and interest in eating. Birthday parties, you're not really enjoying it because of the food relationship. New Year's, you're not really enjoying it. Vacations, the husband's eating something you're not really enjoying it. You may go through the motions, but you're not enjoying it. We see you moving, but you're not there. You're a zombie and you're losing the skeletal muscle and you're afraid now. There's a fear in starting to eat normal again. There is a fear. You now have an eating disorder. Oh, and I didn't even bring up the fact that I know an ER doctor who I've been talking to and I'm going to interview here soon. He's telling me what he sees in ER. Oh, man, wait till you hear him because this stuff doesn't get reported. Starvation ketosis. I was like, oh, my God. He's breaking it down step by step, telling me what he's seeing. And he goes, Robert, it's like a war zone. Because people on GLP-1, they don't go on Facebook and go, oh, look at me. I'm in pain. Oh, look at me. I just went to ER. Oh, look at me. I got a bag now that is like attached to my abdomen. Oh, look at me. I have no desire for sex. I have no desire to go for a drive. You don't just lose a desire for food. You lose desire. And to have a celebrity get out there and just look at me, they're cashing in. We saw this with the pandemic. And still people just ignorant, man. I don't know if it's ignorant, obstinate. What the hell do you call it? I do understand that people are in the struggle and they don't know about my program. They don't know that there's coaches like myself that can train and teach them how to eat regular everyday food and get amazing results. They don't. So I get it. I get being in a situation where you just feel like there's no hope. I mean, Richard Simmons was big on that. And some of my dialogue that I had with Richard, he was always about hope. And I love that about him. Like the last, probably, he didn't do much. And I only met him twice in person. But my conversation with him, all the way up until the end, I would get some emails here and there. And I think maybe a year and a half before he died, I had emailed a couple of times, no response. And I didn't have his direct number. But the thing he left me with was, let's instill hope in people. Let's give them hope that it is possible. Let's get them to not give up. Richard Simmons, Jack LaLanne, Dick Gregory, they're not going to tell you to get on the GLP-1 drug. Where's the celebrities out there that can speak up for the way those guys talked? We got celebrities like Serena going, give up your figure. Because people love, I mean, she got compliments all the time. Curvaceous, skeletal, I mean, like nice muscle tone. She wants to be something she never was. And if I was a betting person, that's what I would bet on. Looking at how she wants to be lighter, how she wants to like make all these other changes in her life. She's trying to be something else. And this drug is helping that happen. Even though they're giving up a part of her health and longevity. That's what the data says. I'm telling you, man. Now that picture's touched up. You got to look at some new ones. Look at her neck. When you see her, look at the neck. The neck doesn't lie. All right. Well, I made my piece. I hope this was helpful. Read the article, you guys. If you need help, reach out to me. I am available. I'll give you a free consultation. You can work with me. If it's not me, I have other coaches I can like link, share with you, like introduce you to. You speak Spanish fluently. We have amazing coaches that speak Spanish fluent. I even have some coaches that speak Russian. Okay. You never know. You never know. All right. Anyway, God bless everybody. Life is good. And if you have any questions, just reach out. You can contact me. I made links available. If you don't like what I'm talking about, if you think that I am like so far off, comment, let me know. Because I'm open to learning and being better. I do want you to know before I say bye that I do have compassion and empathy. I do understand the struggle is real. And I do get it that many people don't think there's another way. And I feel for those people because I do know of another way. They just don't know about us. And even when I had my infomercial on TV, and I'm on TV all the time, you can't reach everybody. You can't. I mean, I reached a whole bunch of them, but you can't reach everybody. And then you have people dying. You have people getting older. Everything keeps moving. I mean, I've put major celebrities in front of my kids and I say, you know who this is? And they go, nope. And at one time, that person was like, everybody knew. The world keeps moving. It really does. Anyway, let me give a big shout out to Sandy's in the house. Lisa Griggs making it happen. Look at Lisa. Lisa is a superstar, everybody. Susie Lopez. Oh, we got two Lopez's. We got Lisa Lopez. See, Lisa Griggs is also Lopez, Susie. And then you got Susie Lopez. So anyway, the Lopez's are taking over, everybody. And then I want to give a big shout out to Gloria on Facebook. I'm glad you caught me, Gloria. And I hope this was helpful, you guys. My goal is to share information that can help you. Okay, share information that can help people to be better informed, and then give them an invite if they want to learn more. That's why I like to write an article based every time I do it, like a live. Like it's nice to have an article so people can go somewhere to get more information that can move them in the right direction. All right. I'm Robert Ferguson. This is Diet Free Life with Robert Ferguson. Thank you. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. I appreciate you. And until the next one, which will be mañana, God bless.
No more counting calories, just living free. Robert Ferguson's got the plan you need. With Diet Free Life, it's the key. information. Choosing healthy choices, providing you with sound information. Bringing balance to hormones and insulin through food. With DFL, teaching you food choices that see you through. DFL, we're teaching you to eat food right. Teaching you to pair food with each bite. Balancing our body's microbiome, feeling so right.